Look at how much experience is sitting right next to you right now.
I don't care about experience. That's why I'm here. I don't give a
You don't think you talk to me like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, bro.
Your design was flawed. I'm not saying I'm better, I'm just saying I made a smart choice. You didn't. You were a tattooer. I up and you did mediocre middle of the road like you're used to.
Bye. I'm just tired of Robbie constantly telling me I'm an artist. Even though I know it's not true, it still hurts.
Dude, my brother's 18 years in. That doesn't make him better. It just means he's been doing it longer.
We're gonna end this, or are we gonna...
What are you bickering about now?
The whole thing boils down to, I started 13 years ago. I picked up a machine for the first time, and I only worked 1 day a week for 11 years, okay? Because my family had other businesses, and my parents needed me, and I always stood by my family. He faults me for that and says, I never cared about tattooing. I'm a faker, I'm a poser.
Always with the poor me's. That mother does mediocre work.
Dude, stop pointing the finger at me and telling me how I am.
I think J-Bo just wants respect.
You're not giving him a chance,
Dude, look, are you kidding? He called me out. Oh, you've been faking to be a tattooer.
You are a wordsmith, sneaky, bitch-ass liar. You mother...
Wow. Easy.
He plays the victim like I'm this bully. Dude, he gets in my head. He does this. And then now, because I've got all this resentment built up, I can't even be cool with my brother. Because every time I try to talk about it, that piece of acts like I'm the bad guy when I just want to fix it. I just want to hug, kiss, make up, get over it, and never go through this bull again.
Ashley.
I can't take it anymore. I got nothing left. And you can say whatever you want to say. You can be as mean as you want. I can take it. Just because I'm crying, it's no big deal. I'm a girl. This is what I do. I cry.
But this isn't about being mean.
I just already know what you're going to say.
You do?
Yeah.
Have you seen this competition before?
Yes, I know what I was in for, and I guess I just didn't put it into consideration.
It's a high-pressure, high-stress environment.
This pressure ain't to a tattoo. You sit there and do stuff on someone they're gonna carry their whole lives. If you get hammered, then take it as positive. You're gonna learn and you're gonna get better.
I don't want to do this anymore. I cannot stress that enough. I knew what I was coming in for.
What were you thinking when you came here?
Just get over it. Don't be such an attention whore. Let's move
Okay,
on.
this is why the
I'm serious.
argument
Get
the other
on
day.
with it.
I'm out of here. You're so cool, Kyle.
Every time we're up there, you start crying and everybody's
Because
gonna
I
look at
don't
you.
want to
Calm
be
the down. Shut the up. Let's get on with it. What are we gonna do with this?
I'm definitely nervous. Just because my client was crazy.
Somebody come in there acting as crazy as she did, turn the machine up, tattoo a little slower, see how long it takes for him to pass out from how bad it hurt.
Well, that's a technique I'm not interested in learning. I'm not gonna go heavy-handed on someone just because they pissed me off, because you're causing extra skin trauma.
I've tattooed long enough to know that you don't gotta the skin to cause pain. You're gonna be like, it hurts so bad.
No matter how much I dislike my client, if you're causing them more pain, you're inflicting something that's wrong.
You don't gotta overwork the skin, Mark. How many times we gotta say that?
If you turn up the speed of the machine...
No, damn it, you can move a little slower, and it causes it to hurt more. You still don't damage the skin.
Man, you know what?
He's not listening.
I don't argue with silliness, man. I'm sorry if I lay what you said in front of you on the table and you're trying to tell me that's not what I said.
Now, you said you get
if
threw out of yes.
If you go
Yes
out of
or
your
no.
way to cause
Yes or
more,
no. Yes
to
or
cause
no.
more
He's still not.
discomfort, then yes, you're up the tattoo.
No.
Yes
or no.
Yes. Yes.
So
if you
hear
go
me.
out of your way to increase the discomfort just because you dislike the
I
way your
didn't say-
client's acting,
Dog.
that's not really an honorable mode of tattooing.
What I've been saying the whole time is it's possible to do that without the tattoo. You're saying it's impossible to do
You
it.
shouldn't be tattooing if you're gonna be dishonorable on something you're putting on somebody for the rest of their life. You're talking about bull, bro.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that again. There's no other situation that I would ever feel comfortable tattooing somebody's face. I think it's a huge mistake. I think it's stupid. I think people that are doing that, they end up their life over.
I have my face tattooed and I don't regret it,
I'm
okay?
specifically speaking of
And
you.
Huh?
I'm specifically speaking of
I don't
you.
give a who you're speaking to. Let me talk, okay? Shut the up.
Tattoo Baby instantly hits the switch and goes berserk.
I find it crazy that you're a tattoo artist and you have tattoos on yourself and you can sit there and judge somebody because they have a face tattoo.
She lets it all out on his ass.
Who the are you to call it stupid?
Because I know.
You don't know. It's like saying you're screwing yourself over because you got a tattoo on your arm. Well, how the is it screwing yourself over? I'm a tattoo artist. I'm in this for the rest of my life. I'm all in.
Right, but how many 18-year-old girls are gonna look at you and go, oh, it's so cool to get my face tattooed?
We're not role models, we're tattooers, man. We can tattoo our face. That's why we chose this career, so we could be pirates to the bone.
I'm not judging her for her choices. I just have my own personal opinion.
But you did judge
I think
her
it's
for
a huge
hold on,
mistake.
shut it. You did just judge her for her choices. You just did it.
That's my personal opinion.
But you don't flip-flop, mother dude. You did it again.
You just full of
I actually wanted to talk to you two guys. I have something that I discovered. Someone hasn't been completely honest about their artwork. You saw Scott's tattoo?
Yeah.
He said he drew it? There's your samurai. That's the same picture, line for line. It is, dude. Wow.
So he's just tracing stuff.
He's tracing. He's taking images and passing them off as his own.
What an ass. That's not fair.
I guess I gotta get a couple minutes with the judges.
I would. It's at least worth bringing up.
Either it's going to work against Scott, which I'm cool with, or it's gonna make Jay look like an idiot, which honestly, I'm cool with that too.
To be an ink master, you need to be able to draw your own artwork and then transfer it to skin.
Right.
If he's been in the top for that he's copying, and I haven't been in the top drawing my own, I think this whole competition just changed.
Today, we asked you to show detail by tattooing warriors. Scott.
I got it memorized.
Wait, someone takes over.
Scott, I love this tattoo, man. It's a very dynamic drawing, but the anatomy of the warrior sitting on the horse doesn't flow right.
I wanted it to look like the horse was really coming up and he was back like this.
There just needs to be separation of the body parts in there. And from his knee to his thigh to his waist to his chest, there's no real separation. It just looks like a small little area. But I love the detail in the chest plate and the helmet. This is just a very dynamic illustration.
It looks like a mean mother.
The use of the little pagoda in the background really gives this thing some nice dimension. As always, your shading is smooth and your black is rich. And looking at this from across the room, it's a tough tattoo.
Thank you.
Jay.
Man, really, what I just got to get into is this guy. I mean, we've seen some bad backgrounds. This is some bad backgrounds.
That was the end of the tattoo where you just wouldn't stop moving.
You would have been better off just doing your figure alone.
The warrior's drawn and shaded nicely. I think the second you got to the background, you were like, it just looks like you're tattooing really pissed off.
I'm a little bit off today, actually. Can I speak without being interrupted?
We probably will respond.
I have suspicions that Scott has been tracing all of his. Yeah, just take that.
Okay. Jay, explain to me what I'm looking at here.
References that Scott's been tracing. If you're gonna say that you're creating something original and then you're not, you're gaining an advantage that you shouldn't have.
Scott, how do you respond to this?
I looked at a statue of a horse. I did my. I'll use references all the time. I'll print out 5 or 6 of them. He's scrambling. He's at the end of his rope, man. He's just looking.
I was not the only person that thought that.
You could think what you want, man. I didn't do anything wrong.
If it looks like you just traced it out of a picture, then that's not your original art.
I'll show you every image I use, man. My tattoos are changed enough where I'm doing my own thing with them.
Did he or did he not make changes on the references that he took?
That looks real similar to that thing, man.
But real similar and exactly the same or different?
I use references in doing tattoos like this. It's smart. Maybe you should try it. Maybe your tattoos will look better, Jay.
I'm not worried about whatever you have to say, dude.
Worried.
Nobody over here is scared of you.
Bitch.
All right, Jay, let's move on unless anybody else has anything unknown to add to this.
No.
I want to say this has been one of the best days all around tattooing we've seen this whole competition. Just don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Put your head down and do your best, and then the outcome's going to come.
If there was a day I needed that skull pick, it was today. The hardest ones I give to you 3. I rock that.
you, Gian.
You think it's a possibility that Gia goes home?
Yeah, definitely a possibility she goes home.
With that crooked ass line work.
Some of those squares are crooked due to the inflammation of the chest.
No one wants to hear that. This is about the situations you're in, how you get out of them, and how you execute in them. And you failed every time.
A chess piece in 6 hours is impossible.
How long does it take to do a perfect square?
How many perfect squares? 40?
How many did she get wrong? 40? All of them are crooked. It's a horrible tattoo, a horrible design, the whole nine.
I would rather have her tattoo than have the one you did.
No way.
It was a piece of tattoo.
And it still looks better than yours.
Dude, you can be as delusional as you want.
You can too, but my technical application is gonna keep me here longer than you.
No.
And you're going home today,
No, it
and I'll
won't.
still be here. And I'm gonna chunk the deuces while you walk out.
Gia. Your canvas wanted a new school design?
Yes.
How did you guys arrive at this?
I've never done space before, so I thought I was doing something that was out of the box.
I like the digital concept. The tattooing is where it's rough. A lot of the precision, the really straight, strong, clean outlining that you need to make this design work is what you're missing.
And not only do you have sketchy line work, you actually just see some of the squares aren't square, some of the lines don't line up.
Chests are hard to tattoo, and I lost some of my stencil.
If you can't do a clean tattoo every time, it's gonna hurt you.
Boneface. Do you feel that Gian handed you a difficult canvas?
I don't believe in the whole canvas thing because it's not an excuse. You get what you get, so I never bring up canvas.
Give me a calf.
Boneface, for contrast, it's a tough one. You have all these colors, but it all just looks the same tone. And this comet, it looks like a melting scoop of peach ice cream smeared across the front of the tattoo. Technically, you've got a strong tattoo. Your power is smooth, color, saturation, and application.
I wish your application was on Gia's tattoo. If it comes down to a technical side, you beat Gia, but artistically, you have a lot of holes in the game.
I don't like this tattoo. I think it looks like there's no color theory at all. There's no contrast. There's just chaos. I don't like it.
Some pretty harsh critiques from Team Nunez. How do you respond to these?
I don't feel any type of way. It's the game.
All right, Boneface, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. I feel like this. Don't jump on mine as if it's the worst thing in the world when another one is poorly executed.
Are you talking to me? An ugly tattoo is an ugly tattoo.
And a crooked line is a crooked line.
Her squares could be fixed. Yours is always gonna be ugly.
Because you can't draw.
And you can't even execute.
You knew your drawing
Listen,
sucked,
man, you
and you
wasting your
still
time.
tattooed it on that person.
I did exactly what he wanted.
Like, don't you have any integrity?
He was happy with it. I'm fine.
It's not about what they're happy with. It's about what the judges are
Listen,
happy
dude,
with.
I'm done with it.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what?
We'll see.
Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this
I'm
competition,
here.
Boneface?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you piece of poor excuse for a tattooer.
We're talking
the
about the
only
integrity of your
reason
work.
that you would
Who
say
does that?
anything that has
Listen.
nothing to do with tattooing.
You said you don't
because
give a
about what
and
give you,
I don't.
give
You
you a
can't
bad
tattoo
review.
with
You
should
say
just get
the out of here.
I'm dying to see what the judges are gonna say, because I did a better tattoo than Ryan. He tried to throw me under the bus with some realism, and I nailed it.
Mark, honestly, I think my tattoo's definitely up there with yours.
Up there, like right underneath it, up there exactly the same level.
Like we're neck and neck.
There is no way you think your tattoo is neck and neck with that. You are absolutely insane.
Your drawings blow.
That's it. I don't really care what anybody has to say. I don't have to prove myself to any of you guys.
Why the shouldn't you go home right now? If you really
You're so
think
confident,
you got
man.
it? I am, because I put in mad years in this.
So how are you
I
gonna
was
feel?
where you are.
How are you gonna feel when I beat your ass? Huh? How you gonna feel? I'm coming for you.
Yo, come for me. You're gonna get shut down.
I'm sick and tired of people underestimating me and not respecting me. Don't be mad because my tattoo is better than yours. Everybody's so confident, but honestly, I haven't seen
That's
anybody
how it is,
tattoo.
though. That's how it is. Look at how much experience is sitting right next to you right now.
I don't
That's
care
why
about
we're
experience.
confident.
That's
You don't
why
care.
I'm here. I don't give a
You understand you talk to me like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Hey,
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, bro.
You know who the I am.
You don't know who the I am.
It's just part of the game, buddy. Part of the game. You gotta get over it.